As some of you may have known, That's My Idea Marketing has expanded and moved to Woodbury, Minnesota. With our growth in space comes more room for bigger ideas and services. One expansion That's My Idea Marketing is focusing on is website design and development. In this day and age, importance of having a functional, fast, user-friendly, and of course appealing website is just one piece of the puzzle to satisfying your customers. Did you know that it takes 0.05 seconds for someone to form an opinion about your website? And did you know that 57% of internet users say they wouldn't recommend a business if it had a poorly designed website on mobile? And did you know that 88% of users are less likely to return to a site if they've had a bad experience? So if there's anything to take away from the statistics, it's that a bad quality website is a major credibility killer, and it's not gonna be happy. But you don't have to worry. Tara will take us through what a beautifully designed website should look like.
Why, hello there. I am Tara Byworth, That's My Idea Marketing, your web guru of the group, and I build websites. Let's hop into it. Let's start with our good friend Dan Maher's website for the Anthony House. Now this was Dan's initial website. Now what are your first thoughts on this? Based on this website, you can see it is based on a very old system. There's not too much information on here. This is not mobile friendly. It's not full screen. All of these actually factor into Google specifications to get better ranking. When we did an initial analysis, we saw that there was not any SEO on here. There were no keywords, no meta descriptions. A lot of that might sound like a bunch of mumbo jumbo to you, but in Google's world, keywords are everything. So what we ended up doing for Dan, changing it from here, here's Dan's new and improved site. It is responsive. We correctly put in all the meta descriptions, the title tags, all of the SEO. It is visually appealing to the eye. It has more text, it has more imagery. Dan's Sober and Clean Housing Community offers a quality way to live a sober and clean life, and we are so lucky to have been able to assist him in his journey of growth as he started from 1 house to now 3. So now that we've seen an extreme makeover, we'll cover a website with less obvious issues, like AutoWorks. Now, based on looking at this, you may not think that there are too many issues with it. I mean, it's visually appealing, it's got enough text on it, it's got enough visuals. Let's look in a little bit deeper and see what we're dealing with. Now you see, as we jump between all these pages, you can see that there is very little text, which most of it is just copied from the other pages. There's no videos, there's no photos. So now that you see that there's very little going on the internal pages of this site, let's hop to a new site. Now as you can see, it doesn't look a heck of a lot different than what the other site looked like. There's a few more components, there's a few more text, but let's hop over to the services page and see what we're looking at. Not only is it more visually appealing, but we have been able to add title tags to these images so it assists Google better in indexing. So now that we've taken a look at a few websites, let's see what Google reviews have to say.
Hey, it's Jim Bob here. Yeah, so I own a noodling company, and Tara and Linda, they did a great job on my website. I actually used to hate the internet, but I was like, okay, you know what, I'll give it a shot, heck. And now I'm catching these really giant catfish out of it, so I'm really happy. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. So yeah, go talk to Linda and Tara. That's My Idea Marketing.
I'm Wanda. That's My Idea built a website. I didn't know how to really get out there and do the digital thing. And they did it for me, and it was so easy.
Okay, but seriously, if you're looking for a new website, give That's My Idea Marketing a call today. We are your marketing department for hire.
So if there's anything to take away from these statistics, it's that a bad quality website is bad. And did you know that 88% of users are less likely to agree. Okay. Are you looking at the camera?
You know,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
sure, you bet you, don't you
oh
know?
yeah, don't you know?